So now we're on chapter 3, project D, fine woodworking. And some of the steps are going to be similar already. We know how to set the type, change the font, add the swash. And we just add a swash to a one or two letters here. And then a couple things though are new. So for example, it's introducing these little detail corner options for your text frame that you can add on. What else? Oh yes, there's superscript, which is where it takes a character and makes it smaller, like half the size, like the $sign on the 5 and the $sign on the 9. You can also do superscript if you want to do .00 and have tiny little zeros for 0 cents. What else is there? Oh, there's a drop shadow behind a century of fine woodworking. I don't know if you can see it. It's very slight. And I think behind the rest of the text as well. So we're going to learn how to add a drop shadow as well. And yeah, I think those are the main things. So they start you off with just the image, and then you have to draw the frame and add the text. So since you guys already know how to do that, I'm going to quickly do that and move on to the parts that are new. Okay, so now I've typed all my text. It's really hard to see because it's black, but we're going to make it white here. I think it's supposed to be white. And right now I'm in the character mode, or paragraph mode, so I need to switch back to character mode. If there's something you can't find in the control panel, remember that there's two different modes. The A is for character and P is for paragraph. Or that's the paragraph symbol, actually. So for something like changing the font color, that would be a character attribute. And so you need to make sure. And in InDesign, white is actually paper colored. So that means the printer doesn't print on what's considered paper. It lets the paper show through. If you did print with a colored paper, then it would let that color show through. But basically it means no ink will go there. So in most cases it's white, because most times you're printing on white paper. Yeah, anyway, just a side note. But so right now you can see this is my unformatted text. It's just a default font like Times New Roman, or Times in this case. And then let me turn on my characters. I think it's Command Option I. Whoops, I have to highlight my text. Command Option I believe. Is it showing up? Let me zoom in. Is it Option Shift? Hold on 1 second. I gotta remember. Okay, something to remember. I just realized because I'm in preview mode, my characters don't show up. It was the correct Command Option I is the correct shortcut, or Control Alt I for a PC. However, if you're in preview mode, so let me hit W to switch, then they won't show up in preview mode. So I have to make sure I'm in normal mode, which is this, and then hit Command Option I, and let me zoom in, and there they are. And if you notice, they've changed colors. They match the color of the text frame outline to show that it's selected. I guess it's just some attribute to InDesign that they match. I just thought that was interesting. Anyway, you can see here, oops, again, just to repeat, that I have some paragraphs and then some soft returns. So for example, in the title, there's a line break, a century of fine woodworking. Then I put my paragraph because it's a new paragraph where it has the date and time and location and tickets, etc. And then another paragraph there for the information, the phone number, contact info. So I switched the font to Adobe Caslon Pro, and she didn't specify the size, so you're going to have to figure that out. And if you use the Control or Command Option or Command Shift and then the brackets to make it bigger, you can kind of guess where about it should be by looking at the picture and seeing about how far it goes across the page. And that looks about right to me. And let's see. Also, I just realized that the text frame needs to be along the margin. That was one instruction. So I have to make sure that it's along the margin. And then now I'm going to add the spacing between the paragraphs so that it can kind of